Hello, everybody. This is Japhet from the Arc of Trading, back at it with a new tutorial video for this weekend. And I know it's been a while. I think my last tutorial video was from 2 weeks ago, I think, or more than a week ago. But yes, I got busy and I just didn't have the time to do a tutorial video. But here I am with another one. So if you're watching out for these tutorial videos and my daily top 10, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you'd be notified whenever I upload new content. But for now, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Let's hit 20 likes on this video and hopefully you guys find something useful on this one. So today we will be talking about how I pick my stocks. So basically, I look at three categories when I'm looking for stocks to trade. So number one, I keep in mind the number of trades that it has, and then I ask myself if the stock is trending or if it's trending among all the other traders. And also, I look at the price of the specific stock or the company that I'm looking at. So I have in mind a set of price range, the minimum and a maximum price range that I'm going for. So I'll talk more about that later on. But for now, let's get on the first category. First thing that I remember or that I remind myself when I'm looking at a stock, the number of trades. So how do I do this? I go here on my all stocks. So if you load up your chart from up here, if you click that chart button right there, you should be able to see this alongside this tab on the side. And when you click all stocks on the side, you could basically organize or sort these stocks by the stock name, the last price of it, the percentage gain or changed on that day, the value of all the trades, and this one, the number of trades that it has for the day. This is what I like to go with because it tells me that these are where everyone is. This is what everyone is trading, what everyone is looking at. So maybe on the positive side or maybe on the selling side. So I know which stocks are people trading, people are looking at. So yes, I arranged by the number of trades. And as you can see, Dito was the most traded last Friday. I'm making this on a Sunday. So yeah, last Friday was the highest traded company and stock. So I basically sort mine like that. I find whatever the most trading stocks are, and if there are setups that I like to have or that I like to do and I apply my strategy, that's when I would go into those stock. But how I find my stocks or which stocks to trade, I definitely look at the number of trades. Up next, we look at the stock if it's trending. I mean, yes, we know that it would be trending because of the number of trades that it's, doing or having on a specific given day. But you can also check this area right here, stock trendings. That you can find this on your home page, your home timeline, or on your profile. Shout out to my Instagram's account. If you haven't followed me yet, you could hit that follow on the side. And I also had a daily top 10 video from last Friday if you want to watch that. But yes, you could check the stock trendings every day. That's where I get most of my tips on what to trade or which stock to look at. And that's where I go to, potentially scan through them and potentially find an entry for whichever stock was trending. So yeah, let's say I find a stock like PHA. What is happening in PHA? So you could search for news either on Google. You could Google the news that you want. So like, let's say PHA news. So you'll see all the news. But what I like to do instead is search for PHA here. PHA here on Instagrams. So if I look at PHA, for example, on one of our stock trendings, what is everyone talking about when it comes to PHA? So when you use this search bar right here, you'd come up with this, all the stock information, all of this information right here. even like the historical data on foreign buying, foreign selling, and whatnot. You can see the chart. But what I like to do is check the news disclosure, plus this social live feed. So mainly I go to the social live feed just to see what they're talking about, because most of the time all these users are already posting news about this specific company. Some might be just hyping it, but if you could filter through all these posts and pick the ones that are actually news, you would be doing yourself like you'd be spending less time on finding out what's actually happening in that stock. So this is also a better source. These are actually from the company themselves, the one that gets released here. So this is also a very useful tool. But yeah, social live feeds for me is one way. So I just filter whatever are posted and to see if they're actually legit. So I do my own research as well in that sense, or my own I look for my own news, I guess, in a way. So yeah, that's also one way to do it. And up next, we have our third thing that I look at specifically. So what do I mean by price range per share? So in all of the stocks that are listed on PSE, you have these last price that it closed at. So in my head, I think I shared this on my previous video where I talked about how to grow a small account. So when you have a small account, I mentioned there that volume is a key thing to be able to make, I guess, more money or bigger money on trading stocks. So if you can have more shares from that company, that's a big thing. So what I like to do is, look at the cheaper prices of stocks. So basically, what I usually trade are the stocks that are priced either below 1 peso or those that are above 1 peso to a maximum of about maybe 4 or 5 peso per share. So those companies are here. They're all listed here on all the stocks. But mainly I trade from those that are trending, the stocks that are trending and are above 1 peso. So let's say my price range is 1 peso to 5 peso. So that would basically eliminate all of these other stocks that are more expensive, and it just makes my workflow easier because I don't have to follow all of those stocks that are maybe not trending but more expensive. So even if it was a more expensive stock and trending, sometimes I won't look at it because there's just too many companies right now, 300 plus, and you can't watch every one of them. So I stick to what's trending and has a lot of trades and the price range of about 1 peso to 5 peso. That's what I like to trade. And then from time to time, I look at the penny stocks, those that are below 1 peso. But that's because they were trending and they were having a lot of trades. For example, APL had a lot of trades a month ago. So even if it's below 1 peso, the price range that I've set for myself that I would be watching, it's okay because there's a lot of people trading it. So it's easy to get in and get out if I need to. So yeah, those are basically the three things that I watch out for. So just to reiterate, I watch out for the number of trades that it has, or if it's trending, which you could find in your home, in your profile or the homepage. And you could find those on the right section right here when you load it up. And I also watch out for the price of the stock. So those are the three big things that I look for when I'm picking my stocks to trade or picking my stocks to add on my watch list. And once I have decided to, put it on my watch list, all I have to do is hit this button right here, the I button. So let's say MG is not on my watch list. So I'm just going to add it because it fits my criteria of, is it a trending stock? Yes, this is where everyone is. And then let's say I check the news and disclosures, and surely it has something good happening in it. So I'll put it on my watch list. So I'm watching these stocks and I put it on my watcher just like this because these were the trending ones. I mean, I added Dito because it's trending for sure, but it's above my price range. So maybe I put like a little amount of money in there, but mostly I look at the stocks that are within the price range that I set. So, I mean, just to be transparent, I actually don't have Dito on my portfolio right now, but yeah, I used to have it when it was below the price range, when I've set the price range before. So I used to have it, but I only have it here just for my daily top 10 because it's always on the trending. So I like watching it. I like watching what's happening in it. So once I've put together my watch list, now it's easy. Now I just flip through each and every one of these and just flip through them, and it's easy. You just click it in one button and there you go. That's it. You could go to the stock. Ooh, I actually demoed this. Okay. But yes, that's all of the things, the main 3 things that I look for. So yes, I look for these 3 things, and I hope you guys got a glimpse of how I do things, and hopefully you could also bring it to your trading, and hopefully it makes it easier for you, especially the part where especially number 3, because a lot of people ask me and ask like, how do I pick the stocks that I want to get into or that I should get into? So yeah, and one of the things that I tell them are these 3 things. So yeah, definitely the biggest part is the price range, because if the price sometimes is too expensive, it's going to be hard to get volume unless you have a bigger portfolio. So the earnings might not be as big even if it's trending or it has a good future. So if you have a small portfolio, definitely focus on the cheaper stocks, and I talked about that in one of my videos, which talked about how to grow a small amount or a small account. So if you want to check that out, this is basically a continuation that I put together. So if you want to check that out, don't forget to click this video right here, or I could link it on the card above that you could check. And definitely watch out for my tutorial series right here where I disclose most of the things that I do or how I do things. So my last video, if you like to do that. So yeah, once I've picked my stock, this is what I do. I chart using my favorite tools, and I identify my support and resistances, and then that's how I make plays, and I carry on from there. So yes, that's it for me. So if you're new to the channel, once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. And if you did find something after watching this video, something helpful for you for your trading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Let's hit 25 likes on this one. And as always, remember to be patient, be disciplined, and strive to be consistent with your trading. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the daily top 10. Alright, you guys have a good day, good evening, whenever you might be watching this. And I hope you guys got something useful from this. So I'll see you guys on the next one.